The next topic is IR Spectrophotometry. Infrared spectroscopy. The infrared region of the spectrum, it encloses a radiation with wave numbers ranging about 12,800 to 10 centimeter to the power minus 1, or wavelength from 0.78 to 1000 micrometer. You can remember just 0.78 to 1000 micrometer. This is going to be the range, infrared range. The infrared spectrum is divided into near, mid, and far near, mid, and far infrared radiation. Infrared spectroscopy based on IR absorption by molecules as undergo vibration and rotational transition. That is, if the molecule is going to do some IR absorption, then it will undergo the vibrational and rotational transitions. And instrumentation, this is going to be the basic design. Normal IR instrument, similar to, this is also somewhat similar to UV visible spectrophotometer, which we discussed in the previous video. And main differences are light source and detector. Light source, what are the requirements of the light source here? It must produce, light source must capable of producing IR radiation, and we can't use a glass since it absorbs the IR radiation in several possible types of it. The first one is the Nernst layer. You can able to see here the rare earth materials, zirconium, selenium, and thorium. They are going to be heated electrically and apply current to cylinder and resistance to current flow. And it's going to generate heat from 1200 degrees to 2200 degrees Celsius, and it causes light prediction similar to black body radiation. And the nanometer range is approximately 670 to 10,000 per centimeter, and it needs good current control or overheats and damage. So these are the requirements and these are some properties of the Nernst layer. The second one is the glober. It is also similar to Nernst layer, but it uses silicon carbide rod instead of rare earth oxide. That is, instead of zirconium metal, is going to use silicon carbide. And similar usable range. Other things are similar only. And the third one, incandescent wire source. And here the next one is CO2 laser. And others are mercury arc and tungsten lamp is also used, but the range is going to be for mercury arc is mainly used for far IR region, and the tungsten lamp is used in near IR region. Okay, so that is the difference. So mainly used light sources in IR spectrophotometer is Nernst lower and glober. Other things you are supposed to remember. The detectors. Two main types in common IR instruments, that is thermal detectors. First we will discuss about thermal detectors, then we'll move to the other type. Thermal detectors, the first one thermocouple. Already we discussed much about thermocouple in the transducer and all. That is two pieces of dissimilar metals going to be fused together at the ends, then heated, let us heat at different rates, and potential difference is created between two metals that varies with a difference in temperature, and it is going to be usually made with a blackened surface to improve the heat absorption, and placed in evacuated tube. This is the evacuated tube with window transparent to IR, but not glass or quartz. You can use some silicon based tube. IR eats and keeps one of the two wires, and then we can make it as a detector. So we can use several thermocouples to increase sensitivity. That is nothing but the thermophile. Detectors. Other detector is bolometer. All these are based on thermal running. A bolometer is going to consist of strips of metal, platinum or nickel or semiconductor that has a large change in resistance to current with temperature. As light is absorbed by blackened surface, resistance increases and current decreases, so that I can able to understand what is the amount of light which is absorbed by this material. Then the photoconducting detectors. Thin film of semiconductor PBS, like PBS is used here on a non-conducting glass surface and sealed in a vacuum. Absorption of light by semiconductor moves from non-conducting to conducting state. So this is the basic principle. Decrease in resistance makes increase in current. And what is the range of this photoconducting detectors is 10,000 to 333 centimeter per centimeter at room temperature. The next is pyroelectric detectors. Pyroelectric with a ceramic, lithium, tantalate material get polarized. That is, it is going to separate the pleasant negative charge, that is positive and negative charges, in the presence of electric field. Okay, and this polarization is mainly dependent on temperature, and measure the degree of polarization related to temperature of crystal. So what are the advantages of pyrotectic detectors are? Its fast response and with 2 FTIR, that is Fourier transform IR spectrophotometer. The other components are, that is already we discussed about sources, then detectors. What are the other components which is using IR spectrophotometer? The sample cell, it can be made of IR transparent material, maybe ADR pellets or NaCl. Both the NaCl plates and the liquid sample holder using ADR is also shown in the diagrams. Then the next important is monochromator. Reflective grating is common. Actually, we'll be using either a slit or a slit or prism is going to be used. Here, the reflective grating is common here, so we can't use the glass prism since it absorbs I. So we'll be using the slit here. Okay. Then overall instrument design, we have to refer the previous diagram. It needs a chopper to discriminate source light from background IR radiation, monochromata after the sample cell. Actually, it is not done in UV visible since letting in all, and etching to the sample may cause photo degradation, and it will lower the energy. Advantages that it is monochromatic to be used to screen out more background IR. What are the problems with the instrument, which is already shown to you in the slide 3? This is sources weak, need long scans because IR sources are going to be very weak. So we need long scans, and detector response is slow, and rounded peaks is also going to be some problem.